Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy, and you might hear a little bit of noise. Well, you're going to hear a little bit of noise right now because I still have to plug in my camera. I'm using a different phone today because I may be getting some phone calls. And I can't get phone calls if on my other phone. So this is just like an older phone. Okay, I'm trying to plug this in. So I don't know what the quality will be like or anything like that. And it keeps wanting to switch, so hopefully it won't switch. That will make me mad. Because I noticed when I was like doing a little test a minute ago, it like turned, and I don't want it to turn. I want it to stay landscape. You know how it is. Oh my goodness. Why am part of my body's cold, but then I've got my head that's like hot, my face always hot. So I promised that we would decorate some of the tags I made the other day, and you'll see them as I decorate them. I did yeah, I know, sorry about that. I sewed around them. And then this one just has that on the back, which I think will be fine. Got a little bit of paint on it or whatever, but people can still write on it, so it's all good. So I've got this little piece from Antique Papery, and I just, like seriously, I just had my, oh my goodness. There it is. Okay, I was like, I just had it. I kept it out so I would have it. And it still disappeared. Yeah, there's some brown in the thing. I was like, do I want to use the brown in Distresses? But I kind of do. So this is just a scrap from an Antique Papery paper, but it's got the blue and the green in it. So I thought that might be fun to stick down there. And then either stick that up there or down at the bottom. I'm not sure yet. Might just stick it up there. And then we still see lots of what's going on back there. And because this one has the gesso on it, I need to use a better glue than just, sorry, I got distracted because I was looking to see where my microphone was. Let me put your little, there we go. Because one day it was, buried. Anybody know what oh, yeah, I'm using the strong, because the glue stick doesn't always stick real good to gesso, I think is what I was saying. Hope. Let's hope. Ooh, I just see a flower right here, which looks kind of cute with his coloring maybe. But I already have those flowers there, so I don't know that I want another flower. Oh, I was going to stick that under there. Let me hold that up. I wanted to stick my branch right under there. I just need to decide. No on that. Do I want to put this little stamp down here or up there? I think I like seeing more up there, so I'm going to put that down there. I did pick out some of these ahead of time, just so this video wouldn't, be forever. Forever. I don't know, is it John Stamos that sang that? On Full House, the songs about forever or whatever. I don't know. Songs pop in my head sometimes when I say words. Does anybody else have that happen? So, this bird went out. The other bird on the other side would have gone really cute with the other colored papers I have. But I just like the look of the bird I chose. Excuse me. It was a Phoebe, something Southern Phoebe, I think, on the other side. Don't know what this one was. The word wasn't on there anymore. There. Thought the blue might kind of be like sky. And also the pussy willows. I love pussy willows. Make me think of spring. And that's the other reason this bird got picked over the Phoebe. I have other Phoebes, so that was just one Phoebe of many. Well, of a few. Well, I have other bird books too, so I may have other Phoebes. This was just on this paper too. I just cut it out and did that. And then, should we do something on the top? I could do an eyelet, except I'm still not quite sure where my pink eyelet is. What's this? Maybe, except I'm not sure how I like it with that blue. I gotta remember to like look up sometimes. But, you know, I always want to look down, do 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 do. You know. Ooh. Nope, too yellow. Let's see. We got pink. We got. Ooh, with the Pussy Willows. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna make an eyelet and use a little bit of this, which is like soft like Pussy Willows and almost the color of Pussy. Oh, where's the end? So some of this really soft, fun yarn. So I'm gonna cut a piece to stick with the card, and then when I find my pink eyelet setter that is the easier one to use, I will stick that in there, and that will be sticking out the top, and it'll be super cute. All right. Kind of want to clip it on there. I've got clips. They're multiplying. They're not multiplying, but. Or I could even just do a staple, but I think I want to do an eyelet. So, stick that on there, so don't forget about it. Okay, and then, oops, I don't know if you remember this card that I had shown you, but I thought that he might be cute on there. And I can't remember if I had anything to go with him. Ooh, or not. Let's see. I know my desk is horrendous right now. Some of this, he had a green background. He was in, I think it was a book called Life. It has like all these vintage poems and excerpts from books and whatnot. But I just loved him. And my nephew is a pilot. He's in the Air Force, so I thought that was kind of cute. But I don't know if I want to do anything else to it. That is Chester City Transport, which would not be... If I find something... I don't like that. Hold on, let me check my box of... Where's my box of labels? Ooh. These little gears might be kind of fun. Just because, you know, mechanics and whatnot. So I think I will tear it. We are memory keepers. Goes this way. Somebody sent me this with a swap. A little bit of what am I gonna do? I don't need it that big, so now I have another piece for another thing. And then, since it's very white, I will make it less white. Much less white. And now, it goes. Easy as that. Easy peasy. Do you want to go this way? I think I do want to go that way. Or do I want to go that way? Nope, I want to go this way. You know. Alright, glue, work for me. Just because I leave the cover off of you for like a minute. Was it even a minute? Oh, good. I'm like all stressed out about which way the camera is doing. Anyway, I thought this hood was cute, so he's going on my little, it's just spray and some, I call them madrigals. I don't know why I want to call them madrigals. They're color bursts. Magic bursts. Magicals. I guess that wants to go on there, but it's not. This is probably not going on there either. It's floating on my desk. No. It'll end up on something probably. I was trying to make, if you guys saw the Tina Shabby Dabby Doo-Dah, her first episode of her Pinterest pick, which is where I thought of, which is, you know, I'd watched her that day, and then I had also watched Marta, Miami Small Art, that day, and that's where all my idea came from for the music background with the, oh my word, I can do words. So, do I have anything masculine-y in here? No, it's not the right color green. It's lace. Nope, nothing in this one. I have another box. I mean, I've got 3 of them, but can I reach them? That's the question. I have 2 of them within my reach. Anything? Ooh. This is kind of cool. I'm not sure. It's just a row of snaps. I don't know how I might have to cover that circle to use it. Or there's this, which was the wraps you use in the gym. I mean, how much more manly can you get than that, right? Let's see. And I've got ticking somewhere too I could use. Or there's this little piece of canvas, which is already cut down. It'll probably be easier than cutting something else. Let's see. So yeah, I got this at a thrift store. It was just, it was 2 of them in there. It was not very expensive. And I was just like, ooh, but this is kind of cute too. I wonder if I can do this. Okay. Put one snap through here. And the other snap through there. Did it snap? Yeah, it did. I just got to trim it off. It's a little long. So I want to, I think I'll do it this way. That way I have more length. That way I'm not cutting off, just wasting it. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to put that behind there, and that there, and fray it up a little bit. That's kind of cute. And it fits through that hole perfectly. Even though the snap's not perfectly centered, it's okay. It's cute. Okay, there we go. That card's actually finished. What's next? Oh, this one. I just cut this out from Antique Papery. Yes, I did join the Antique Papery. It's closed now. It was like just for a very short time. She had this Golden Girls Club lifetime, and she'll open it again. I'm hoping. I would think, because as new people come, you want to give them the option, but I don't know. So I have access to everything she's ever made and ever will make for a one-time fee. Is what that's about. I just kind of like that on there, and I may add more later, but for now, look, I may add a label and a word. But, oh my goodness, there's air coming out. Why can't I have glue coming out? Don't make me do this. It's hard to open and get back on. There we go. I know, half of our craft videos are just people trying to get their glue to work. This is just Quick Dry Aliens Quick Dry Tacky Glue. That way I get the quick dry, like, art glitter glue. Not quite as fast, which actually is good, better, because then it gives me a second. At least, you know, 1 or 2 more seconds than tacky glue does. It was hanging down like this. So, and then I think I'll add some lace on the top, probably put a word down here. But I don't have my words easily available right now. But that's like, and I didn't end up cutting it off or anything. I kept it really big. And I may even end up making this the cover of like a tag journal and do like a big tag journal. Who knows? But, you know, it told me it wanted to stay that big. It told me. Your stuff doesn't talk to you? Oh, this is one of the collage ones I did before. And I really like this little piece. Sherry Anti-Papery has these little collage pages. I mean, her stuff generally is not very expensive anyway. But I thought that would add a little bit of color. I don't even know where my glue stick is at this point. Plus, I kind of don't, oh, what's the word? Trust it. I don't trust my glue stick stuff. That's why I had to sew all those tags, because the music paper was coming off. I mean, that's a lot because it was, let's see. Nope, that's too big. He's too dark. Not loving it. What about this? Not right. Well, I could just put a, let's see. Not a yellow butterfly. I don't want yellow per se. So I don't know that this one will get finished off or anything. But I figured I'd at least put that on there as a layer. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with this. I think I want to tear this tree. Whatever I do with it. He's not the right blue. He's too small. Let's see. Oh, my friend sent me a card. A happy Galentine's Day. Wasn't that so sweet? And a pocket. Where'd the pocket go? I would show you the pocket, but here it is. She knows I like daisies and dragonflies. So, and she did like I did. I have a couple of these where my tension was off. So it was doing the front side on the back and the back side on the front. But for my grungy tags, I actually preferred that. So it's got this cute pocket, which is made out of an envelope. And, you know, use little brads and have a little notebook thingy. So, and I love, my favorite insect above butterflies probably is a dragonfly. I like butterflies too, but that's a really pretty dragonfly too. And daisies. I love daisies. Gerber daisies. All the daisies. Alright, and then for this one, I think this is from, it's either from a free thing on Andrea's Facebook page, or it's from Butterflies in Blue. I can't remember. But it was a tag, and I cut out the middle of the tag to put it on my own tag. And this is Pink Monarch Prints Vintage Blues, I think. So this one, I just kind of made super simple and just layered a couple things on there. Somebody else's cluster. But you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to take other things that you've purchased and make them something that you like. And I have this big blank space on this side anyway. So, and there's like some brownie orange in here, and yeah, and some blue. So I thought, I don't really want to cover up the stitching there though. And then this will go here. And you notice my butterfly is not right in the middle. Oh, and then there's that stamp right there, which was perfect. And that orange, it's just, I don't know. It was on my desk. You know, I'm trying to use stuff on my desk. It's actually, don't know if I can count this in this series. Maybe I can. I am using stuff that was sitting on my desk. So maybe this will be Using Up What's on My Desk, episode 1. I don't know how long this one can. Oh, this one might still be on HD. I might only have about 30 minutes if I don't want to, because I don't think I have room to put the app, the Merge app on this phone. All right, so 3 decorated so far. What else do we have here? More of the collage pieces, which I was thinking about. I don't know if I'll use that one. But I was even, alright, when I don't want a lot of white on either one, I kind of break it apart like that. Still get a little white, but it's alright. And since I have a lot of white down here, I thought I would put this down here. Not sure what's going to go over it, but this is my first inkling here. So, and then I've got a lot of white down here, so I thought I'd put him. Sure. Now we're giving pieces of paper gender. What's up with that? Oh my goodness. Put this piece down here. Oops. And then what will be left is my butterfly will fly away. That butterfly wants to go on there, doesn't it? I just thought that'd be a fun piece to stick on there. And then, do I have anything that works on this card? No, don't like him on there. Sorry, too big. That could work because the black will just show. Oh, a mushroom. Well, mushroom might be too orange. So I don't really have. I have the green and the red. I mean, it's not bad. But maybe another mushroom will get put on there. Time will tell. How about him? He's really cute. Is there more of this blue thing on here? I don't hate him. Also, I don't want to have to cut out that little bit, but I don't think I will. He'd go up like that, and I think I'm going to put him up a little bit just so that I don't have so much space up there. Here. He does have a branch, so that's good. Alright, sorry if you hate him. I'm going to put him on there. I might put a label or something down there. I don't want to put him, I try not to put things exactly in the middle, but I also try to make sure that there's stuff going, that it's not all down at the bottom either. So if I put him up there, or her, I can put like a little label down here. But I'm not exactly sure where my labels are right this second. And for some reason, I kind of like this mushroom, even though he doesn't really, don't know. It's going to be a nature journal. It'll work. Anything can work. Where did my, works better if you don't lose your stuff mid inking. Like, why do I throw things off to the side? Can somebody explain that to me, please? Please, somebody explain to me why I throw things off to the side like that. I do it all the time. These are all from book pages. Most of the birds I use, when you see me glue them, you can tell what's book pages and what's not. But I've been fortunate to find some nice book pages. And here, I like the juxtaposition of like fungi and like pretty fabric-y looking stuff. Like usually I like the juxtaposition of like grunge and either some flowers or something pretty or something like damask, which would be kind of, you know, fancy-ish. Alright, let's see what he looks like up there. Or I could put a label up there. I might put a label. I think I'm going to save it. I'm going to put a label up there, I think. Then I'll put a label down there. And I will cover that with coffee dyed paper in there. And we got a Hermelinda tag. Yay! Alright. Another one. At least partially decorated. Alright, this one, I don't have anything to put on it yet. But I do like... And I could rip this down. But I kind of like the... I like how I've been kind of putting them on big, too. I don't know why. Which side do we like better of this? I don't know what happened there. It's kind of interesting, though. Yep, I like it on that side. So how's everyone doing today? Sorry, I'm just so excited to actually be able to record today. I couldn't yesterday. I was too tired yesterday. I went grocery shopping. And that was the first big grocery trip that I've done since I got better. So let's see. Should we do him or not? And so I don't think I'll like the yellow. So forget, he's not gonna go on there, or she, or whatever. So what was I saying? Ooh, I like that together, but I don't want the whole quilt. Anybody know what I was saying? Oh, so I was really tired. And I like fell asleep at 8 o'clock. Woke up at 10 o'clock, was up all night, but still didn't really have the energy to make a video in the middle of the night. But that would have been perfect because it would have been quiet. My boys are being super quiet now, and I don't know if my husband went to get gas in my son's car or if he is just in the bedroom relaxing. Usually he'll like forget how loud he is and make a phone call, and yeah, I don't want to, now that I cut that out, I don't want to cover it up that much. Are they too orange? Yes. That's all right. That's too pink. Did I already do this at some point? Sometimes if something is too pink, you can dull it down a little bit. Still not quite right. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. All right, well, I will find something else to put on here at some point. I'll keep that with that maybe. All right, what's next? These are just more random. I don't have anything to put on them. I just have papers that I thought were pretty with them. Too big. That one does have a little bit of yellow on it. What would that be like? Well, he might be cute on there, even if it's like with nothing else. Kind of small though, isn't he? Kind of. But there's yellow in this one, which is nice. Let's try this. And of course, you know, once you do all that sewing, you like hate to cover it up, right? So I think that works for me, and I'll probably put a label down here or something. So let's see. Oh, what's your weather? That's the big question nowadays, right? Are you in an area that's getting random below freezing, never had this kind of temperatures before? And then, you know, the impact of that is just insane. You know, with hospitals not being able to have water or electricity in some places, and it's just crazy. And then you wonder, okay, is this the start of like this happening like more years than this? Like, I don't know. All right, he's kind of in the middle for me. Let's move him up a little bit. There we go. And I'll probably put a label down here. You know me, I have to do a little bit of a layer at a time before it's totally finished. We'll save that one. Not sure that's what I want to do with it. And that one I don't have a focal point for. I don't have a focal point for that one or that one. Okay. This one's going to be this deer. Usually he's got like all the stuff coming up around the top. But guess what happens when you do that? You lose all this yummy goodness up here. So I cut him out. I wanted to make a tag, or I wanted to make a card, but I ended up making a tag for my father-in-law. And I had already used, his birthday's coming up. I had already used my, showed it in the last video, my other deer on the, he kind of has to go to at the bottom, but I might do something up there. And my husband will write happy birthday. My husband will write a little note on the back. And then my father-in-law, he can use this in one of his Bible or one of his music books to keep place of whichever song he's working on currently, or whatever. I think he'll like it. Yeah, he's a hunter. He hunts and fishes. I was looking for my damp wipe here, and it was on my knee. And you know, for a dad, I had to make sure that I got a nice, lots of points on the deer, whichever deer I put on there. For my dad, whose birthday is, let's see, one's March 25th, one's March 26th. They're just one day after the other. So for my dad, I will find an old boat, wooden boat of some sort, to do his. Ooh, this one I really thought was perfect on here with a little doily. I think I'm gonna love how this one comes out. Just want to do just a little bit, not too much on here. Where'd the cover to my problem is when I put the cover on, I tend to pick it up and throw it. Let's not do that. So I think this one might end. Oh, might. I put my glue back standing up again, didn't I? I'm really close today, but that's because, you know, trying to not show you every bit of mess on my desk. Because when I say I could do a month of projects with just what's on my desk, I'm not lying. Truly, I am not close to a fib there. So, I don't know, I should try doing this with the white, but I like the white dulled down, especially when there's like not much white. Oh, and I like what happened with these white. Here it did more, it sat on top, but on some of them, the white paint, no, they're sitting on top too. I thought on some of them it kind of looked like it just, not the paint, the inks, because they are water, you know, they're reactive with water. So if they get wet, they react. So I think the watercolor did react a little bit on some of them. But then some of these are distress stains, and those won't react. So I guess maybe that's what matters there. Let me get my edges here. I want a little bit of the doily to show on this side too. So I'm putting him over to the right a little bit. Now the flower's a him. What the heck? What is wrong with me? Him. And I don't know that I really need a tab on this one. And I'm hoping whoever gets it is okay with it having stuff on the back, because they're already plenty thick enough. I don't want to have to. I will do this though. But I really like how these look. So, oh, stay on there. All right, I'm gonna do this for a second. Oh my goodness, my husband, Mike, his name's Mike. Gail and I have the same name, husbands, and they're both like have to be doing something. He says we're supposed to be getting 8 inches tomorrow or something of snow, and they've hyped up everything. So I just love how that one is. I feel like I just picked the right flower for the right card, and I just love that. And I don't need, because I've got the doily, I don't think I need like a lace tab or anything. I just like that how it is. So yeah, I'll believe it when I see it is my mantra these days. I actually kind of want to put him to the right, so his wings, one of his wings is going to get cut off a little bit. But he might be a pocket, so I might even back the wing a little bit and keep it just hanging off. I don't mind that. All right, let me strengthen his wing a little bit. Oh, somebody used a hot glue gun, but I don't have a hot glue gun plugged in right now, so I wouldn't do that. No, not that. Did I have some blue of something? I had a bunch of blue. No. All right, he's flying in the sky, so. Flying in the sky. Do, 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 do. I had some numbers here. There they are. I just feel like just doing a little tiny. Kind of want to hide the white on the edges there. And yeah, I think I'm just going to glue his body for right now so that if I want to put something under one of his wings or strengthen one of his wings, I can. On the other side of him was a barn swallow. I couldn't tell you where he is. So just kind of want to have him where I want to put him. He might be another type of swallow. He looks like it. He looks like a swallow of some sort. There, his body's on there, and then if I want to put a label under, something under his wing or strengthen his wing, I can. And then we have this little, rock quail. Is that what he was called? Oh, he looks like he likes this 9. Maybe not that, maybe not there. Something else. What? Nope. He's got kind of, well, first, maybe a little bit of that. I just like his coloring. Although this cactus is kind of blue, which is bugging me. Oh, and I wanted to show you the paints I got. I have no idea how this is going to look. I'm just going to put it on here. This bird doesn't have to go by bus, though. He can fly. He can fly, he can fly, he can fly. Sometimes I just have to do things without thinking because otherwise I'll never do things. You know, I can play with it all day, but and then, of course, I've got that background I really like, so I don't want to cover up too much of it. But I like to do a little bit of layering, or usually I do layering. But usually I'll use music paper for my layering, so that doesn't really work for right now, does it? Guess we'll keep his tail on there. I'm going to assume it's a him because he's pretty bright. He's got bright colors. I can call a bird a him, right? Me like Tina here, pressing down my pieces with my wipe. Although I think hers is usually dry. It didn't start out dry. If I were to put a tab on this one, well, the plan was to put it over here. That's why it's all messy over here. But I think I would put it here or here. Not in his face anyway. Okay, do we have any more? I thought I had one. Oh, I'm at least going to put this on here. So this one has a little bit of yellow in it, and the green, and the brown. So I kind of like this little labely. See, there's some more orange, yellow up there I like. So I thought I'd stick that on there for now and see what happens. This will have to be a pocket, I guess. I forgot to cut it before I sewed it. I have another long piece like this that I haven't sewn yet. Because when I counted the ones I sewed, there were 20, and I know I had done 21. And then I did see one over here earlier today that I don't want to put it all the way to the edge, kind of in the middle there. I'm recording! You know, like I said I was gonna. What else? See, he's kind of the same color as that, so I guess he wouldn't really work great on there. Any other ones? I don't know, but I want to put a little bit of this on here. It's got these little blue flowers, and I just love it. So I'm going to stick it on there and then figure out later if I can find something small enough. I know I have smaller things, so. Oh, I was going to peek in the package, the envelope. I found the envelope. I've lost it again, but I saw it just like a few minutes ago. It's so sad. Where did I see it? I don't know. But I found the perfect one of these. Also, I'm actually going to cover up my sewing on this side because I want to. I really like that. That blue is in there. It makes it just, I love it. Okay. Because it's right in front of my face. That's why I can't find it. These were just some little things my friend had sent me. And they're probably about the right size for some of these. Those are mostly flowers. Although I could do a flower on it, couldn't I? There's a little mushroom. Anyway, let's see. And there were definitely some Tim Holtz things in here. That one's too tall. That one's too big for this. That's not quite the right pink. Beautiful wildflowers. Isn't that pretty? I don't know. Something about that I like. But then, and then maybe if I do a lacy tab at the top. Is that weird? To just put the book on there? We like books. Books can be the star, right? But then I cover up all that lovely blue. Okay, maybe put it up a little bit higher. So I keep some of that blue. And put it... Yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to put a lacy tag on the top. I don't know. It just, it appeals to me. I want some of that showing on the top there. That glue gets stuck on there, right? All right, lace. Lace, 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 lace. What do we have for some lace? Okay, I need cream lace, that's for sure. That is a one-sided lace. No, it doesn't have to be cream. Oh, you'll see. You'll see. If I can find an end, or if I can't find an end, I'm just going to cut it. Where's scissors? I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work really well. Okay, 3 of my scissors are now out and about on my desk. Okay, put that one back. Otherwise, because I found the other one sitting here. All right. See, look, a little bit of blue lace. I might even just staple it on there. Okay, there's 2 things that I try to always put away. My tiny attacher, which apparently is out of, let me think about where they are. I know where they used to be. Let's hope they're still there. Fingers crossed. No, you know where they probably, I don't know where I put them. Well, at least it's on there a little bit. I don't suppose anybody wants to answer that. So we don't have to, oh, here they are in here. Okay, they were in there. That's where they were supposed to be. They were where they were supposed to be. Where's the top? Why does the top and bottom of this box have to look the same? All right. Oh my goodness. I don't know how long. Oh, I think I put it. I probably don't have much more time. So this would be my last tag. Ow! So just put that down in there. Close it back up. That goes back down at the bottom. Easy peasy. Put this on this side. There we go. I just seen my scissors. I swear I saw my other scissors. Oh my word. Why are people calling? See, the phone calls I'm expecting will definitely be on my cell phone. Because we only give clients my cell phone number, so. There. I wonder if I should put something there. So that's cute. Okay, so I did that one. Started that one. That one, might add a tab to it. That one, might add a tab to it, maybe. That one, which I love because it makes me think of my nephew. That one started. That one is so far my favorite. This one, I'll probably put a tag up there. That one's for my father-in-law. That one's just started. This one, that one started. This one I like. And this Hermelinda tag one. And then all the other ones that don't have a thing yet all got sewn. Most of them got sewn nicely like they were supposed to. Some of them, let's see, where's one of the ones that I was having trouble with my tension? Must be somewhere. I know they're somewhere. I think it was one of the big ones. Where's my big giant one? Oh yeah, we did that one. Oh, this is one. So this is the back, what the back of a zigzag stitch looks like, which is kind of fun. So like, and then it kept messing up, and so I ended up doing that. And oh, I never sewed that one. Ooh, but I have something to put on this one too, which is going to be really pretty. That's going to go right there. Oh my goodness, I keep hitting the, or I might put that there. Put it to the side because I took it off something else. And use that on a smaller tag because we've got, you know, other pockets in here to put something. So I was glad I found some more purple stuff in yellow. So I got purple and yellow in the birds. And I have someone I'm thinking about sending that to, because that's two of her favorite colors. I wanted to show you the one that got really messed up. Like, I ran out of the, here it is. Here's one of them anyway. Yeah, so when the black thread, I just put red back in to my machine and did red the rest of the way. So, you know, makes it a little extra grungy, right? And I sewed around this one. And this is another one that got kind of messed up. And then I think my thread kept breaking. I think I ended up throwing away the one thread that just kept breaking because it was bugging me. So this one's backwards too. But it makes the back. And then, you know, this is all, it's messy stitched. Put some on that. Put some thread on that. And I just kept trying to like, this one, I can't remember if that was one of the first ones I did. Just kept trying to do that look with the straight and the zigzags, whatnot.